is a holiday. I'm waking up, and I'm only seeing part of me. And I have a busy day today, and I have a lot of decluttering to do. I'm turn the fan off. I like to sleep with the fan on. I'm one of those people. And I am in the bedroom this morning, just waking up. I'm going to take my meds, get my coffee going, and then I'm going to work on the closet in this room and the closet in between the kitchen and dining room, as well as the cabinets. I have some things that have been in my family for many decades that I have not used, and they have cracks in them, and they're sentimental clutter, and I'll talk more about that later in the video, about getting rid of things that have meaning. But it's taking up a lot of space in my cupboards, and I can't use it, so it's time to let it go. At this time, please give the video a big thumbs up, and click on that red subscribe word so it turns to gray to help me out, and click on the bell to get all my notifications, and let's get into the decluttering video. The water runs for about a minute. It's been off all night. Coffee filter and my coffee pot, and add the coffee. Our BJ's, and I use 1 scoopful, just slightly over the top. And getting rid of some of the similar things I've had in there that's been in my family for many, many years. And they have a crack, one of them has a crack in it. It was my great-grandmother's, and it's just taking up valuable space, and I could use the room for cups and things, so it's time for it to go. Starting with this cabinet, you can see how stuffed it is. I have seasonal up at the top. We keep our sponges up there. My husband's tall, he could reach them. There's a bowl behind the cups that has been in my family for a very long time, which I'm going to let go of because it's taking up valuable space where I can keep extra cups there. We're starting to get rid of the plastic cups, and everybody's drinking from glass. And my medicine cabinet in my bathroom is pretty crappy, so I keep our medicine in here where it can be seen because I do have kids. And I hide my extra glue because I have a kid that likes to make slime, and if she gets a hold of it, it just all goes in one afternoon. So I keep extra bottles of glue in here for her. This cabinet is my colanders and mugs, and it's not very functional, even with the nice mug shelf. And I'm going to be getting rid of a good majority of these colanders. I'm going to keep one of the white ones, only because I've had it for a really long time, and I use it in my sink for a garbage bowl when I cook. So I do use it, so I will keep that one. The other one I don't use at all, or the yellow one, or I think it's the yellow handle one. I use the green one more, that's for like canned goods, and I have just way too many colanders, and I don't need all those. And I'll let you know when I take them down and count them how many I actually have. I'm going to touch up the spice cabinet and get it organized once again. It's not too bad, it's just cluttery, and I want to fix that. And I'd like to find a better place for those baskets, because my teen does like deep fried chicken wings, and I want to make it accessible to them. And this cabinet on the bottom shelf is a little out of whack with the envelope packets, and my plate and bowls is doing okay, and then I have the desk organizer to hold Goya peas and things. And the top cabinet where my platter goes, I have extra bowls and bowls that we use for popcorn, and when we have a big dinner they hold our vegetables or potatoes and things, and they do get used. This is the bowl that I mentioned. None of that will come out. I can't use it anymore. It has a big crack, so it's not a matter of time that it's going to completely break. But it was my great-grandma's, and it's been in the family for a long time. My mother used to make biscuits in it, and I made biscuits in it. And I wanted to give it to my teen or my 11-year-old, Jacqueline, but it's not going to make it. So it's going to go bye-bye. I'm very sad to see it go, but it needs to go. And I have an entire section of a cabinet where I can put glasses and make the mug shelf work a lot more functional for me. And we're trying to make things a little more eye level. My children are not little anymore. They're in high school and junior high school, and they're getting taller. My teen, I don't know if they're going to grow anymore, but they may grow about another inch before they're 18. So get that height on them. They'll be able to reach the higher shelves. I have before me colanders. Lots and lots and lots of colanders. So this one is fairly new. It's Cooking Concepts from the Dollar Tree, and I really like it. It's going to stay. This one we don't use, and my husband doesn't like it, so it's going to go. The bowls we use for popcorn, they're going to stay. I'm allowed to keep just one of these since I've had it since I was a teenager, and I'm in my 50s. I use it to throw onion peels and things in when I'm cooking, so I have less of a mess when I pick up my sink at the end of my cooking videos. And this is not useful at all. And this one, my teen likes yellow, so I'll keep this yellow one. All these are going to go. This bowl we only use in the fall. I'm going to put it downstairs in our utility room, is where our washer and dryer are, and just a bunch of stuff that we don't use very often but do use. Here are a couple things that I've had since I was a child. This was my mom's, and she passed away about 24, 25 years ago. I was in my late 20s when she died in the late 90s. Just missed the birth of my teen by 5 or 6 years. All she ever wanted to be was a grandmother, and she had a brain tumor and passed away. And even though this is cloudy and old, it's the only one I have left from the McDonald's set when they used to give away cool stuff with your purchase. I'm going to hang on to this, and I'm getting rid of this one because it's missing the top and it's missing the thing. It's a mustard. You put the mustard in it and you grind it. I believe that's what it is. If you know, comment below and let me know. But I'm getting rid of it because it's missing pieces and it's all stained and dirty. So that's part of the rules of getting rid of sentimental things. And I'm making progress in the cabinets. I took the mug shelves out, which my husband will be extremely ecstatic about, and I'm going to put them into a different cabinet on a different shelf that we don't take things down all the time from, because they're kind of wobbly, and I'm going to probably replace them with some sturdier Walmart ones, because I have one on my pantry shelf to hold extra canned goods to give it extra height. I'm in the middle cabinet now, and when you're putting away spices, I put the least used spice towards the back, and then the most common in the front to make it easier on my husband and I. He uses the sea salt more than I do. We get the big bottle from BJ's because it lasts forever and then doesn't expire. And I don't cook with salt ever, very rarely, and if I do, I use the sea salt. And I have, which I'll show you in a minute, my table salt all the way to the back, then my taco seasoning, and then the sea salt in the front because it's used more than the other two spices, and I have them in a big bin. I got the first 2 shelves emptied, and I'm putting the bigger spices up on top. And I have these bins from the Dollar Tree. They come in a 2-pack, and they have them in different sizes, as you can see here, to make organization easier for you. And those little baskets that I hauled a couple of videos ago, and I'll link the video down below, is holding my breads, cones, and cookies and things on the countertop, because I don't have a bread box. If I find a bread box that I like that isn't too big, I may pick one up. And I'm going to start taking out all the spices on this bottom shelf, and I'm going to reorganize them and put everything back in. And then I'll give you a final look. I'm making progress, and I'm at my last cabinet. This napkin holder I keep all of my packets in, and I couldn't figure out why they were all over the cabinet. Then the goy peas my husband bought recently, because we're going to do some split pea soup in the warmer months around March, and I found it in here, and all the packets were all over. So, problem solved. I took everything out. I'm going to give it a quick wipe down, and I'm going to put this back in the cabinet up on the side, because we keep all our packets up against the wall of the cabinet, and it's just easier to just grab what I need. If you remember, before Christmas I did this closet, and it's not bad, but it's not good either. And my broom doesn't belong here, and this was given to me and I don't use it, so I'm going to put it out to the curb on a free box. I don't need it. I have magic erasers all over the place. That's a box for the gerbil. I use this on my hand to dust. It shouldn't be on the floor. And I just want to take everything out of here and get it touched up looking fresh again. There's no door on it, so it is what it is. People see it when they come to visit, and I don't want it to just stick out. This is my Monica closet. If you watch Friends, you know the reference. I'm in my 11-year-old's closet, and I'm going to be taking out the bins to the left. You can kind of see the laundry basket on to the right. It's full of VHS tapes. The entire content of stuff in that basket is going to go. I don't have a VCR anymore. No reason to keep them. And up on the top shelf, everything in those bins is going to go as well. I'm going to keep the bins because I'm going to utilize them for other things in the house. All those VHS tapes are just taking up valuable real estate in the house that I can put things other places and have the house less cluttered. Making progress. I've never used this. I got it at the Dollar Tree, and this I picked up at Five Below, and it doesn't give me joy anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. And I do use when we go on vacation to the Berkshires, when we spend the summer at the resort for a week, and I use it every day going to the pool, or when we go to the beach in New York here. So I'll be keeping that. And I keep an extra backpack because I have an 11-year-old with ODD, and hers get disgusting. And this way I don't have to go out and buy 9 Eastern Daylight Time in upstate New York. And I'm going to do a cabinet reveal and a closet reveal, and then a closet reveal in the back. I'm going to show you everything that's going to go downstairs to the curb and garbage cans. And most of it cannot be purged or sold, so most of it's going to go into the trash. Wednesday's trash day, so I'm filling up my garbage cans today and tomorrow, because they'll go out Tuesday night for the garbage people to pick up the cans and dump them, and then they do the village on Wednesdays. Here is what the cabinet looks after, all the way up to the top. They're very tall. I call them Amazon cabinets. On to the next one where I keep my spices. I even wash the cabinets down. My most commonly used spices are in line of sight, and the most common ones in the front and less common ones in the back. Same thing with the larger spices. I see salt in the front, taco seasoning in the back, and the table salt all the way to the back because we rarely even use that. And then I have my husband's grilling spices in this bin. They're the larger bins from the Dollar Tree. Then they have half bins that I keep my coffee filters in. And then I have the skinny bins, and they're 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. And they make it look clean and nice and organized. And my rooster has a home up in the top with the bowls, because I got rid of the old bowl of my great-grandma's that's been in my family. It's cracked and very dirty and stained, and it can't stay anymore. I reorganized my meds, and I have the Lazy Susan here for easy access, because my teens like to get their vitamins. And that wire goes to my crock pot, so it needs to stay. Glasses to the left. And then I have my mixes for cookies and biscuits and cheesecake mixes from the Dollar Tree on the middle shelf. And on the top shelf, glue, tape, my new ice cube trays, sponges, and commonly used things that my husband likes to grab because he's a good height and I never have to get sponges down. And if I do, I can get a chair or have him get them down. The cabinet over the sink, and the sink is cleaned out. I downsized on the colanders. There's no need to have several of them. And my husband wanted the green one kept, not the yellow one, so we switched. And only mugs and some water bottles are in this cabinet with his beer steam that he keeps and he does use quite frequently. I have our menu planned to the 31st, and it sits over the sink. About a week or so tiling down. It's nice and bright and clean. We wiped it out. And my teen yesterday, a bunch of soups that were not expired, we gave to a friend of ours that he'll eat and his roommate. And it took up very much needed realty state space in my cabinets, and I have them all categorized and organized. I got cream soups on the right with some condiments in the middle, vegetables, fruits and vegetables, oils to the left, more condiments in the middle, all my sauces, crushed tomatoes and barbecue sauces on the top right. The closet is completely downsized, and we use everything that's in it. Anything that was not in use is going to the curb or to the trash, depending on its condition. And one of the lockers broke, and I replaced it with the shorter one. They're from Five Below. And it gives you more room, and it doesn't look cluttery. And I got rid of one of my summer bags. This one I'll use in the spring, and this one I use on vacation. And on the top, I put the bigger bowls that we don't use quite frequently, but we do use them, and it's a pain to go downstairs to the utility room. Except for the laundry baskets, because we're doing wash today. The green is clean and the white is dirty. All these bags is what I decluttered today. And it goes to the top of the stairs. And they're going to go downstairs to the barrels when we start getting ready to put laundry in. Where the video started, in the back bedroom, the closet is downsized. Everything out of that basket only is gone, and it's only pillows that we haven't decided what we're going to do with yet because they're pillow pets. A couple of them, anything stained or ripped is going to the trash. And I tidied up her lockers. Absolutely nothing on the top except for a couple empty baskets that I'll be utilizing in other videos. Her purses that she's picked up at secondhand stores and garage sales, they're all Italian bags. Nice. If you would like to see more decluttering videos, please give my video a big thumbs up. And look for that red subscribe word and click on it. It'll go from red to gray. Tap the bell for all my notifications for cooking, decluttering, and grocery and Dollar Tree hauls. And you'll be in the know. And figure out how to declutter sentimental items and get it done in under 4 hours. And have a great day.